On this video, we talk about Inter's interest in Bernardeschi, Milan's competition for Alvaro Morata, and could Allegri and Bonucci be leaving Juventus? What's up everybody, I'm Marco Messina.
And I'm Michael Cantaris.
And welcome to Italian Football TV, where we're going to bring you all the latest Serie A news, starting right now and starting with Inter. So today, they were talking about Inter's interest in Bernardeschi or even Domenico Berardi, but it seems like Bernardeschi is the front runner. They're saying that when Inter sell Perisic, they want to replace him with a younger Italian guy. And speaking about replacing Perisic, they're saying that Luciano Spalletti does not want to sell Perisic, but the Suning Group and Inter's directors are already sold on letting Perisic go.
Listen, I would sell Perisic. It's a good amount of money. He's an aging winger, and he's not that good as everyone's saying. At least he's Manchester United fans. What do you think of Perisic?
No, I agree with you completely, and I think that they should sell Perisic and get a younger guy to help build the brand of Inter. And speaking about Spalletti, he's going to be traveling. He's in Milano right now. He's meeting with Inter's directors. He's going to travel to China, and then he'll be announced as Inter's new coach very soon. Pepe, we heard that Pepe was close to joining Inter a few weeks ago. It seems like the Suning Group does not want Pepe, and he's going to be joining PSG instead. And the last news for Inter, Gabigol is set to go on loan. Looking at Milan with the news of Morata. Coming out today, Manchester United's interest for Morata is very real, and Milan are starting to look more at their alternatives of Belotti and Aubameyang. They say Milan don't want to give up, but they're also understanding that Man U's interest and Mourinho do not want to give up on a guy like Alvaro Morata.
Okay, I can see that. Like we said in the beginning, Belotti is no like a replacement of any sort. He's a great player. Top 3 goal scorers in Italy. I think he's a fantastic deal if they do get him.
I agree with you. There was also news today that Milan did make a 33 million euro offer to Sampdoria for Patrick Schick, but Sampdoria replied that the deal is already done with Juventus, and Schick did confirm today that by Saturday there should be an agreement between him and Juventus. It should be all official. With Donnarumma, we know that there's been some problems, some issues over his renewal. Mino Raiola trying to get his client the best deal, and we know how Mino Raiola is sometimes a bit of a savage with these kinds of things. So Donnarumma's answer on a renewal, which has already been offered to him, is expected to come by June 14th. So a little bit over a week, we should know what Donnarumma is set to do. And the final news with Milan, they're having a meeting with Andrea Conti on Thursday to push for a move. Conti, most goals in the Serie A for a defender, brilliant young Italian, and also Inter are interested in getting in on this deal. So it seems like it's between Milan and Inter at this point. And now with Juventus news, there was a lot coming out today, 2 days after the final now, so some more transfer news is coming out, and they're saying that Allegri is set to meet with Juventus and their directors in the coming days to discuss his future, which doesn't seem as certain anymore. He wants an increase in contract to 8 million euros a year, and he wants 2 to 3 top players to help him win the Champions League, and he already has an offer from PSG of 10 million euros, and they're saying that if Allegri did leave, Paulo Sousa seems like the only option that Juventus would go for at this moment, which sounds absolutely terrible.
This second reminds me a little bit about the Conte thing with Juventus. You know how he said he wanted better players, and now Allegri got a better team, but he still wants those better players. And I feel like if they don't agree on a deal, he's gonna get mad.
The thing that's funny that you say that, I spoke to my dad about this already, and he says the same thing. He said that was with Conte, but I think it's a different situation because Conte happened all of a sudden. They didn't build as much in this team. This team is also much better than the one Conte had back then, and I think it's still very likely that Allegri will agree a deal to stay, but there are some reports today that there's some confusion, and he has that offer from PSG, which he could possibly accept. And the last news comes out of a crazy frenzy that was being talked about today. Bonucci wrote a post on Instagram where in the post he was talking about the final, and he said, "I was honored to be amongst this group." Everyone took it as him saying that he's done because he said it was an honor to play with this group, hinting at the Chelsea rumors that he could be possibly joining Conte at Chelsea in England. What do you think about that off the top of your head?
No, I don't think so.
With the way he said that.
I feel like people just try to find every little thing. He just met it at the time in the tournament, the Champions League final. I still feel like he's in Serie Juve.
It's funny because Gazzetta, even today, they're reporting that that Conte and Chelsea are already making them an offer. So it comes at a similar time. Yeah. But I agree. I think that when he says the group, he means that some of these players from Juventus are not going to be there next year. And I'm talking about Andrea Barzagli. I think Andrea Barzagli is done. I know nothing's come out. It's just my belief. It's my thought. And I think that's what he meant. Or when he says group, just everything in the moment of this year together. Not that he's leaving. And he wouldn't be stupid enough to say that in an Instagram post like that.
People just try to find anything they could.
That's true. And the final Juventus news, real quick. Dani Alves apparently has an offer from England. Could be Chelsea. And Juventus are looking at Di Maria, who's tough because he wants to stay at PSG, James Rodriguez, and Bernardeschi to help increase the squad. Apparently, Bernardeschi seems like the most likely of those three.
What do you think of Bernardeschi? He's a good player, but he's still raw.
Yes.
He needs time. He's not a champion right now. Yeah. Just a potential guy.
Me too. I agree with you. I think Di Maria, James, Alexis Sanchez are the guys that you need to go for if you are Juventus at this point, and Bernardeschi is better for Inter or for a Milan or for something of that sort. And last news, actually, I just remembered off the top of my head, Keita Balde, the Lazio want 20 million for him, still in negotiations. Juve don't know if they want to sign him yet. Anyway, that is all of the Serie A news for today. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all the news? Let us know. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Ciao,
Ciao ragazzi.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! What are you waiting for?